Hi, we have question number 2 of exercise 5, in which we are asked to remove the brackets to expand these expressions. So how can we do that? As you can see, the expressions given in here, all of them are having the brackets, and we are having the term outside the bracket. So in order to remove, we will simply multiply the term outside the bracket, which is in the first expression 2x, in this expression it is 4x, in this expression it is 2xy, in this expression it is 4x, in here it is 2x squared y, in here x squared y. So these are the terms outside the bracket. They will be multiplied with every single term inside the bracket. So let's just take a start. 2x in the bracket, x plus y, so multiplication is taking place between them. 2x multiplied by x is equal to 2x squared. 2x plus multiplied by plus y, it will be plus 2xy. In here we get multiplied, 2 is multiplied with 1, that is the coefficient of the variable x, so 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2. X multiplied by x is equal to x square, because as per the rules of the multiplication, which we already have practiced in our previous questions, when same variables are multiplied, their powers are added. So in here the power is same, therefore it becomes the powers are added, so it becomes x square. 2x squared becomes, after this multiplication of these two terms, 2x multiplied by y, it becomes, again in here the coefficient of the variable is 1, 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2, or we can say 2 multiplied by plus 1 is equal to plus 2, and x multiplied by y is equal to xy, so the final term would be plus 2xy. Then we have 3y multiplied by x and 3y multiplied by minus y. So when it gets multiplied with x, we get 3xy. You have to keep in mind the coefficient of the variable x is 1 in here, so 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3. When x gets multiplied with y, so it is xy. Then again 3 getting multiplied with minus 1 is equal to minus 3. 3 getting y multiplied by minus y is equal to, because in here the variables are same, the powers will be added. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, so it will become minus 3y squared. 2x multiplied by x is equal to 2x squared. 2x multiplied by plus 2y, so it will become, in here we have 2 multiplied by 2, it will become 4xy. Because 2 multiplied by 2, the coefficient of variable gets multiplied with one another, we will get 4, and 2 multiplied by x multiplied by y is equal to xy. Next one we have 4x multiplied by 3x, so it will become 12x, because 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12, x multiplied by x is equal to x squared. Then 4x multiplied by minus 2y, so 4 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 8, and x multiplied by y is equal to xy. This is the simplified expanded form. Since these terms are different, they are not alike. 12x squared is different than minus 8xy, therefore it cannot be further simplified. Xy multiplied by x, in here x when gets multiplied with x, again when same variables are multiplied, the powers are added, so it becomes x squared y. Then xy multiplied by minus y, again it will be minus xy squared, because in here y is present in this term and in this term both, so when they are multiplied, their powers are added, and as a result we get x minus xy square. 3y multiplied by 4x is equal to 12xy. 3y multiplied by 2 is equal to 6y. Then we have 2xy multiplied by 9 is equal to 18xy, and 2 multiplied by minus 4y is equal to minus 8 xy square, because y is present in this term and in this term, so their powers will be added when multiplication takes place. Again, these two terms are different, so this cannot be further simplified, and this is the simplified expanded form of this expression. Then we have 2x square multiplied by 3, so it will become 6x square. 2x square multiplied by minus 2y square, so it will become 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4, or we can say plus 2 multiplied by minus 2, we will get minus 4. X square multiplied by y, it will become x square y. 3x square multiplied by 4 is equal to 12x square. 3x square multiplied by minus 4x, it will become minus 12x cube. Since the variables are the same, so powers will be added when multiplication takes place. Then we have 4x multiplied by 9, so it is 36x. 4x multiplied by minus 2y, so it will become minus 8xy. Let me remind you once again that in here the coefficient of variable is 4 in this term, and the coefficient of variable is minus 2. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 8, and when variables get multiplied with each other, x multiplied by y is equal to xy. So this is the final term we get after the multiplication. These two terms are different, so they cannot be further simplified. Coming to the next term, we have 5y multiplied by 2, we get 10y. 5y multiplied by minus x is equal to minus 5xy. 3x multiplied by 4 is equal to 12x. 3x multiplied by minus y, so it will be minus 3xy. Then we have 2x square y multiplied by y, so it will become 2x square y square. 2x square y multiplied by minus 2x, so the coefficient of variables get multiplied with each other. 2 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 4. X square multiplied by x square y multiplied by x, we get x cube y. So this is our final term after removing the brackets and expanding the expression. Since these are the two different terms, it cannot be further simplified, so this is the final answer. 4xy square multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. Xy square 4. Xy square multiplied by minus 2x, it will become minus 8x square y square. 3xy square multiplied by x, so it will become 3x square y square. 3xy square multiplied by plus y, so it will become 3xy cube. Then we have x square y multiplied by 2x, so it will become 2x cube y, as you see in here. Then in here, when x square y gets multiplied with a plus y, so it will become x square y square plus x square y square. 9x square multiplied by 9. In here we do not have any variable next to it, this is a constant, so it will become 9 multiplied by 9 is equal to 81, and x square will be written as it is, so it becomes 81x square. 9x square multiplied by 2 minus 2x, so it will become 9 multiplied by 2 is equal to 18, and x square multiplied by x is equal to x cube. So in here 9 multiplied by minus 2, it will be minus 18. X cube would be written here next to the number, so 81x square minus 18x cube. Then we have 4xy square in the bracket 3 minus x, so this gets multiplied with 3, it is a constant, so 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. Xy square will be written as it is because we do not have any other variable with this term to get multiplied with. Then we have 4xy square multiplied by x, so in here when the multiplication takes place, so 4 multiplied by minus 1 is equal to minus 4. Xy square multiplied by x is equal to x square y square. That's all for this question. You have to keep in mind the rules that we implemented. It is that every term outside the bracket is multiplied with every single term inside the bracket. As many terms we have, we multiply the outside term with it. We consider the sign as well. In here it was positive, in here it is negative. When multiplying, we should consider the sign. And the third one, we look for simplification. If it's like terms we are getting after the multiplication taking place, we further simplify it. If it's the different terms in the expression, it cannot be further simplified. That would be our final answer for that expression. That's all for this question. Happy learning.